Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. You know the drill, setting up the stream right now. Should be there in about a second. And Noram, good to see you. You are the first in the vertical chat. Good morning, Phil. What do you guys think? Do you think we finally get it today? Do you think today is the day RLUSD goes live? Oh, horizontal chat is flying. Crypto View, Miguel, Dave Nelson, Sid, Messi, Chipper, Mary Cox, Glenn. Guys, I made a video last night. I'm not sure if everyone saw it, but it's like a breakdown of XRP from a very simple standpoint. I made that video so you guys could, over the holidays, if you have someone who wants to know about XRP, learn about XRP, like that's what that's for. So make sure if someone asks you about XRP, you can go pull that video that I put on YouTube to hopefully give them a nice quick little education drop on what XRP is. And then they can kind of answer, you can kind of answer some questions from there. But I wanted to make it something that you guys could just easily pull up and then have it be like a just quick description of like the thesis behind XRP. So make sure to check that out. It's not necessarily a video for you guys, although some people probably certainly would benefit from watching that. It's more of something so over the holidays, as you inevitably do get questions about cryptocurrency, right? You have something that you can show them. So just wanted to spin that up for you guys so you had it. Halls Balls, good to see you. Crypto Clay, did I see Crypto Clay? Adam Beetle, good to see you. Tracy says to smash the like button. Thank you very much, Tracy. You are the best. Getting all my chat screens going. Got to get the X chat up. Don't want Mr. I getting all salty down there. So we got to make sure we get the X chat up. Mr. I is not a fan when I ignore him in the X chat. So make sure we get that up and running this morning. And see if Mr. I even shows up. Mr. I likes to do a lot of complaining about me not reading the X chat. He also likes to say one thing in the X chat and then disappear. So Vet, good to see you. Vet's in the X chat. Don't ignore the X chat. See, Vet, I'm here for you. Vet, always good to see you. Jason, good to see you. RLUSD goes live today. That's my speculation. We'll see. We'll see. I'm manifesting it. I'm trying to manifest RLUSD into going live today. We'll see. We'll see if we actually get it. Dan Fisher, good to see you. Appreciate everything you do for the community, Dan. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Let me just say this: if you are over on X, or even if you're on YouTube, and XP Market, wow, those are 3 great follows right there. 3 great follows. Vet, Dan Fisher, and XP Market. Make sure you're following all 3 of those people. Very, very, very important people in the XRP Ledger community, and all doing really important things to help keep everyone up to date on what's happening, building new products, and it will just make sure keep you guys up to date as you get more and more into the ecosystem. Vet wants to know how high RLUSD is going to go. I would say RLUSD will likely be trading at $1. I actually do think, though, I do think RLUSD probably on launch will probably go up to something like $1.20, though. I wouldn't try to play that at all, right? You know it's going to go back to $1 very quickly, but there probably will be some volatility on launch, so maybe like up to Noshi, good to see you. Maybe like up to $1.20, then drop down to 85 cents, and then ideally stabilize at that dollar region. There's no reason why it wouldn't. But just so your guys aware, if you do see RLUSD trading anywhere below or above $1, it likely goes to $1. And then the other thing there is had something else important to say about it. Oh yeah, and guys, there's not really a rush to get RLUSD, right? How do I know RLUSD is coming on? Well, Ripple's excited to launch it, and David Schwartz was posting over the weekend kind of warning people about things to expect on launch. So I would assume it's today or tomorrow, but we'll see. We shall see. Really just my projection that we're going to see it today. Yeah, definitely don't FOMO in. It's one of those things, there's no advantage to being early to RLUSD. Like, no advantage at all. It's a stable coin, right? It just sits at $1. So don't get like overly excited to get RLUSD. William Harris, thank you so much for the $2 donation. I don't see where that super chat is showing up right now. I have no idea. I just don't see it. So apologies for that. Let me see if I can find where that chat got dropped off. I don't want to miss your super chat here. There we go. Weird, it's not showing that in my multi-stream. Thanks for making life better. Oh, no problem. Thank you for the comment. That's very nice of you. A comment I've been getting a lot from people is that I like all my videos and all the like live streams help people get through the bear market. So I'm happy to help. Did Coinbase delist USDT already in Europe? Yeah, the timeline will be cooked when it launches. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big cold brew drinker. See, the reason why I love cold brew is because, and that's what I should get. I should get a cold brew sponsorship going. That's something I would like to sponsor. I hate doing sponsors for like, I love sponsoring like products. Like products are fun to sponsor, especially products that I use. Like those are fun to sponsor, but like, I don't really like doing like, projects can just get a little sticky. It's a little sticky on sponsoring projects. And like, you know, Pepsi is no good. Yeah, I'm not a big soda drinker. I don't like to drink a lot of soda. Dunkin' cold brew? No, I'll show you what it's called because it's the best cold brew. If you like cold brew, or if you just like coffee in general, this stuff is incredible. Like, better than Starbucks. This is it right here. This stuff is so good. Has anyone had this before? Manscaped should be a sponsor. Manscaped should be a sponsor. Oh man. I couldn't do the Manscaped pitch though. It's so cringy. It's so cringy. They have like this crazy pitch you have to go through, and I don't think I can do it. This is it though. This is like, if has anyone had this before? It's fantastic. Like I guarantee you will be like, it's so good. Oh, you've seen it before, Tracy? Oh, you drink that blockchain monk? Yeah, it's no, it's like, it's addicting. Me and my roommate, we probably have like 7 of these in the fridge. Like it is loaded. See, I used to make my own, but it's worse. It's worse. I used to brew my own cold brew, and it was just like a hassle, and it was like all like the little grains would get in it. I don't think I have the dark one. I need to try the dark one. Not at my local supermarket. No, that stuff's good though. That's what I'm drinking every morning. People always ask, because sometimes I drink it in like a whiskey glass, and people are always like, "Are you drinking whiskey at 8 a.m.?" It's like, no, I'm not. I'm just trying to get my coffee in. All right, enough on the coffee. Let's get to the XRP price chart. Oh, and we're actually making a pretty nice move. So this is what I'm watching on XRP right now. It's actually pretty fascinating. This is something that I actually am going to be very excited to see, because as you can see, XRP, right, is in this holding pattern. But something very interesting that XRP did is it actually crashed out of this holding pattern briefly. Now, what's really cool about this is if I take this square and actually cover up the crash out and just call that, say, like a freak one-off event, what you can see is it actually looks like XRP is just like perfectly in that thing. So if you just get rid of that crash out, it looks like XRP is still really winding up in here. This thing looks like it's going to play out within the next 2 or 3 days. We should be at the end of this thing. So breakout pretty soon. We got to get girl. I do have a girlfriend. I do have a girlfriend. I just like, I just don't like, I have so many friends where I grew up, and like, I love living with someone. Like, I get bored. I wouldn't want to live alone. I do have a girlfriend now. She lives right down the road as well. So we're all just kind of hanging out at this place. Not on the jelly train, just because I was a little late to it, but super cool to see Crypto Bitlord and a lot of other Solana people coming into the XRP community, man. People are flowing in, and what makes me really happy, and I don't know if Vet's still in there, the thing that makes me really happy is all of these Solana people are coming over and saying they like the XRP ledger more. Like, they prefer to use the XRP ledger for trading meme coins, which is a big validation of the technology. $589 viewers, it's a sign. Let me get rid of this random black box. Let's zoom in a little bit. XRP, it is bouncing pretty hard right here. We'll have to keep an eye. It looks like 8:30 is right around the corner. Do we have any economic data coming in today? Just don't get married. Marriage is overrated. I'll get married at some point. I'm not really in any rush over here. Not in any rush. Hey, Mickle, if you ever considered even that breakdown, you'll end up. Oh, even if you consider that breakdown, you'll end up in a bull flag? Yeah, it's a really good point. CPI to, oh, CPI's today. Is it? Are we getting CPI? I thought I could have sworn we just got CPI. No way. We got CPI last week. There's no CPI today, is there? Oh, PMI data today. I was about to say. Prenup my XRP. What are my thoughts on the DXY? Oh, we can talk about the DXY. After 8:30, we'll get into the DXY, because likely markets will react to whatever data we got. Yeah, we just got CPI. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was about to say, I'm like positive we covered CPI rate cut Wednesday. No, you're good, RPM. I want to take a look at rates too. Take a look at the rate chart. Why won't this chart come up? What the heck? Here, let me pull up this real quick.
Buffalo Bills. It's the first time the team has brought in secondary shareholders. Tracy McGrady joins us now. He's a 7-time NBA All-Star and a Hall of Famer. He's also the founder and CEO of One's Basketball League. Good morning to you. So how did this all happen, Tracy?
Good morning. Oh man, you're looking at a guy that's just living his dream, man. You know, it was to play NBA basketball and at some point be an owner of a professional franchise. And here we are today. Now, I think the NFL has done a tremendous job of partnering with, you know, groups or organizations that are dedicated to promoting diversity and
well, apparently there's no economic news today at 8:30. Whatever. Dirt Nap, good to see you. I'll keep an eye on that to see if they cut that guy off and throw the data in. I don't really care about some guy buying a football team now. Here's interest rates. So we're expecting interest rates to continue to come down here. Likely we see these come down pretty quickly. I guarantee you Trump is going to want to continue cutting. And take a look at this. The last time we dropped interest rates significantly, without there being like some kind of, I guess that's 2008. So I guess there was some panic there. I guess the best comparison would be to 2019. Took about a year to drop interest rates all the way back down. So it takes us about a year to drop interest rates all the way back down. We are looking at about, that's not right. A year? 370 days? Chart must have some weird scaling to it. Yeah, so we'll probably see interest rates come down pretty low by probably the same time next year. So about a year from now, we expect things to come down pretty significantly. Shane Anderson, thank you so much for becoming a member. Helps a lot in just supporting the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My guess is that RLUSD will go live today. We'll see if that ends up happening. I don't have any special knowledge that anyone else has, but David Schwartz was essentially issuing warnings over the weekend about not obviously buying an RLUSD if it's trading at $120, right? Also about just getting into RLUSD in general. So I would assume Ripple's like pretty much there. I would be surprised if it didn't launch today or tomorrow. Why is RLUSD today every day with you? Well, I think I only meant to do it twice, but sometimes I forget to change the title of the live stream. So I thought it was going to go live. Actually, I think I thought it was going to go live last Thursday or Friday, and it didn't. So let's see if it's Monday. I'm like one of the TA guys. I'll just keep saying it until it happens, and then I'll say I got it right. No, I'm just kidding. I made a video about saying I got the timing wrong, but I think it will probably be today. Will RLUSD really cause a pump? I think it's possible RLUSD causes a pump in XRP. I'll talk about that in a minute. I want to take a look at the dollar for XP Market. And also, we'll go over to XP Market site as well. We haven't been over there in a while. US dollar. Wow. Up pretty high here in a place of a lot of strength. But I will say, and I've said this a couple times, I don't know if the US dollar matters that much anymore. I still think the US dollar is coming down over time. I think the US dollar will weaken, but I don't know if the US dollar is that important for crypto right now. And the reason for that is just because the cryptocurrency regulation we're going to see, I believe, is going to be a lot more influential than the dollar coming down. Crypto Kev says definitely going live today. Yeah, I think it's going to go live today. I'm pretty sure about it. Guys, make sure if you're here right now, you take a quick second. There's nothing else you do to help support the stream. Just go down and drop a like on the stream. It's going to take you just a couple of seconds and is really going to make a huge difference in getting more people in here. Wicked Wayne, thank you so much over on TikTok for that donation. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what goes on with TikTok, but I do appreciate you doing that. I know it means something, and I appreciate that. Still trying to get the TikTok down. All things beautiful. Good to see you. Good to see you. Also, shout out to the TikTok fam. Recently just started streaming on TikTok, and I appreciate you guys over there. I will say though, if you are over on TikTok and are just seeing this stream for the first time and don't know me, make sure to go follow me on X and YouTube. That's where most of my content gets posted. That's where the vast majority of my content gets posted. So wouldn't want you to miss out on kind of the majority of what I do. Yeah, so the dollar is up here pretty high. The dollar is strengthening to a degree. And wow, yeah, it looks like it's trying to get some more momentum. We'll see what ends up happening here. It's still kind of at this zone where it can easily get clobbered back down. But it's hard to predict the direction of the dollar because there are so many different macro things going on. There's trade deficits, there's foreign policy, there's tariffs, there's all these things that impact the dollar. And back when there was no other really bullish catalyst for crypto, the dollar was very important to be paying attention to because it's not like we were going to get anything like a legislative win, because essentially that just wasn't happening under the past administration. But if we got something like no capital gains taxes on cryptocurrency, then it wouldn't matter at all what the dollar was doing at all. Should I also be consistently buying more as I get paid for my part-time job? And Ben says, is XRP a long-term investment? Those are things you need to decide for yourself. For me personally, XRP is a long-term investment, and I dollar cost average into XRP since I've been buying it. So that's what I chose to do. Everyone needs to make their own investment decision. But I will say the most successful way to purchase any asset over time has been dollar cost averaging. Some people successfully trade, they get in and out, and that's great. What I found is the vast majority of people who try to trade end up losing a large amount of that asset, and then end up deciding later that the better idea was not to trade and just sit back and on dollar cost average. Maximus, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's all about just trying to get an allocation of the asset. Like the best way to get an allocation, what I found after talking to people is when they first learn about something like XRP, like they want to buy a little, right? And then as they buy a little, they become more interested in it. Oh, Ben Fountain. See, this is a great lesson for everyone because I'm sure I say words like this and a lot of people don't actually know what it means. So dollar cost average means to not really focus on the price and just buy a little bit every single week or just buy a little bit every single day. And the purpose of doing that is it will make it so you're not constantly worried about what price you're getting at it. Your thesis is that XRP will be a lot higher in the future. So you just buy a little bit every single day, a little every single week, and just slowly build out the position. And one thing I've noticed from talking to people is most people start out with a really small amount just because they want to get their feet wet and kind of start learning. And as they learn and as they build up more confidence, from there, they're more willing to bite off a more significant chunk, because at that point they have a starter position that makes them interested. They start doing research and they're like, wait, this is really big. I actually want to hold more of this. So that's something very, very common I see. People start off with very small purchases and then decide later on that they want to buy a lot more. So Shane Anderson, thank you so much for becoming a member. F assets this week. I don't think F assets are going to go live this week. When RLUSD goes live, I think the price will go down. You think so? No, I think the price of XRP will actually go up when RLUSD goes live, as long as RLUSD is successful and there's a lot of volume coming into it. But I think RLUSD will probably do pretty good. Watched 11. We'll see. I think RLUSD will go live today, but it's just my prediction. Prediction. How would Ripple staking work? Is that even a thing? It's not a thing yet, but I'm sure there will be ways to stake XRP in the future. It's not timing the market, but time in the market. Absolutely. It's very interesting, especially with XRP's case. Like, if you were to try to trade in and out of XRP, XRP is probably one of the most dangerous assets to do it with because it's so volatile. If you missed just even certain days in XRP, you would miss out on almost all the price appreciation. So what you need to be very careful of when you're trading is missing out on the big moves, because they happen so quickly. You can very easily get caught in a period where you think the price is going to go down, and then it makes a 300% move, and suddenly you're like, now 60% of my bag is gone. RLUSD was not created to do well. It was created to facilitate large financial transactions. Well, I mean, that's what RLUSD doing well would be. It would be RLUSD getting a lot of people to come in, minting the token, getting a lot of liquidity there. Like, that's RLUSD doing well. It doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going up, right? RLUSD is a stablecoin. I don't think anyone really expects the price to be going up. But doing well means a lot of volume is coming into it. I think Elysia still has to get some licenses. I don't know enough about them yet, but it looks pretty interesting. If I have assets on a cold storage wallet, would assets still be safe if the company who makes it, the wallet goes bust? That's a loaded question, Rick. I don't know if I can really answer that. It all depends on what the vulnerability is. Most likely you'd be fine. If the company goes under, like bankrupt, then your assets are fine on the cold storage wallet. If there's some kind of security vulnerability, that's a different story. Why would you ever sell your digital assets to convert them into fiat? It's a dying system. I'd rather get into DeFi or stake my assets for passive income. Steven, that's a great mentality. I will say there are points in time where I think it does make sense to move into fiat. I think the points in which it makes sense to move into fiat would be if you're like looking to pay down debt. Paying down debt is a great thing to do and a great reason to move to fiat. If you're looking to purchase something like a home or like a car, or you're looking to like upgrade something in your life, like those are all great reasons to move to fiat. But if it's just to sit in fiat, I completely agree with you. I think one of the biggest things people are going to get themselves into trouble within the XRP community is selling into fiat and then having a massive stack of cash and being like, okay, now I don't know what to do with this cash. So you always kind of want to make sure you have that next thing planned. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you sell all your XRP and then boom, suddenly you're in trouble. How old am I? Younger than 30 over older than 24. So somewhere in that range. What's RPM saying? Roger agrees. I'll sell my crypto for fiat to buy a house. Yeah, and like you might not even have to sell your crypto, right? You could just also take a loan against your crypto if you have sufficient income coming in. The point I'm making is like there are reasons why you would want USD, right? Like you can't, like the world isn't going to tomorrow run on XRP. So it's important to realize that USD is for spending and XRP is for saving. And if you look at it that way, I think you'll put yourself in a pretty good position. These streams have been popping recently too. Guys, thank you so much for everyone who supports these live streams. Super, super helpful. One of the best things you can do kind of just to give back is just to drop a like on the stream. Just to drop a like on the stream. It's so simple. Just exit out a live chat. Just drop that like. It makes a massive difference. You can use Proppy to buy a house. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tokenized real estate things going on. Demand on XRP equals XRP higher price? Absolutely. Pixel, I appreciate that. Pixel says you are 20 years younger than me, but 20 times smarter than me in this area, which is why I trust what you say. Well, that's good. Thank you so much, Pixel. I appreciate that. And I applaud you for willing to open up your mind and your knowledge to someone who's younger. I find one of the biggest things I face, Mr. I, good to see you. I find one of the biggest things I face was talking to older individuals who are kind of anti-crypto is they don't want to like listen to the fundamental thesis, right? They like don't want to understand it. So a lot of times I find that like older generations will look down on the younger generations and say, oh, there like can't be anything here, right? Like it just seems like a scam. Wait, what are wait, what are people saying right now? Wow, that's oh. RLUSD is not live yet. I am predicting it goes live today. I am predicting RLUSD goes live today. Do not. RLUSD will go live when Ripple says it goes live. Yeah, I don't see anything confirming yet it's live, but we'll see if it happens today. I am pretty excited to see that. Wow, this is crazy. 200 billion. No. Wow, that was bad. $2 billion moved from Binance to an unknown wallet in XRP. Crazy movement there. $2 billion. And that was moved in 3 seconds for less than a penny. 3 seconds for less than a penny. Xamin Wallet is live with Ripple RLUSD. That's just the trust line. Don't buy any RLUSD until Ripple comes out and says it. Until Ripple comes out and says it, do not purchase any RLUSD. BTC faster and cheaper? I don't know what you're looking at. I've never seen Bitcoin move faster and cheaper than XRP, but Pixel says, I told my dad I got into crypto and he said, oh, be careful. You're braver than me. Yeah, I mean, it's not, I don't really see it as a bravery thing, right? Like you bite off a little bit of a chunk, and if it's $100, it's $100 in crypto, right? It doesn't have to be some crazy amount. You don't always have to go all in. You buy a little, you start learning about it, and as you build up confidence, you continue to purchase. Wow, the chat's ripping today. Love to see so many different people in here, and some familiar faces as well. Brian Wolf said, I would be scared not to be in crypto. I generally agree. I mean, I think not having any crypto and being an investor is kind of like, wow, like, how could you ignore so many signs? Bitcoin is old, antiquated technology. I agree, but it doesn't mean Bitcoin as a asset won't continue to go up. Is RLUSD listed in the Coinbase? Is XRP even, can you even see your XRP in the Coinbase wallet? I know a while ago they like removed it. Did they ever fix that? Can you see XRP in the Coinbase wallet? Because people are saying you can like see RLUSD. Oh, that's crazy, Pixel. That's crazy. I won't read that one out loud, but that's awesome. Absolutely, Roger. We'll definitely get that going. Yeah, be careful of Coinbase. Definitely. DRM, that's hilarious. No. I'm just happy to be able to help you guys learn about XRP, learn about crypto, and that's exactly what I'm here for. So really appreciate all the kind words and all the support. It's really fun to be able to teach more people about this asset, especially at a time where there's not a lot of good education out there. Kim, RLUSD is for retail purchase. It's just not really meant for retail, right? It's more of a settlement tool than any kind of retail tool. So over time, I think it will be kind of a retail tool because people will need RLUSD for DeFi. But the reason Ripple is creating it, in my opinion, it's pretty obvious. It's for Ripple is creating it for retail. I mean, for institutions. ThinkSpace, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I'm just mad I missed out on Bitcoin in the early days because I was not geeky enough. XRP is my second chance. Yeah, and that happens a lot, right? Like there's always something else. There's always a new great investment. And like after XRP, like there's gonna be more. And like it doesn't mean you have to hop from one thing to the next, but it just means you should always be aware of like, hey, what's happening in the world? How can I kind of invest behind that change? Because that's typically how people do the best, right? It's seeing a change. It's seeing disruption. Oh, can you see XRP in the Coinbase wallet? Did they fix that? That was crazy when they took XRP out of the wallet. I was like, what are you guys doing? People can see XRP in the Coinbase wallet? That's great. That's great. I'm glad they fixed that. That was insane that they did that. I'm glad that got fixed. Cool, cool, cool. I'm glad they have XRP back in there. I'm cutting in and out? No, you're not. It might be a YouTube thing. It might be, it could be a YouTube thing. I'm not getting any errors on my side, but definitely let me know if it persists. I just don't see anything going wrong. Mr. High says, I took a reverse mortgage on the house and used the kids' college fund to buy XRP because of you, Mickle. Thank you, Mr. I. I really appreciate that. I also appreciate you doing donations in my name. So you're really out here making my life easy, Mr. I. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. Oh, it's so weird. Some people are saying they have some audio issue and some people saying they're not. Oh, Taylor says refresh the YouTube stream. There we go. Just refresh the stream if you're having issues. Hydromage, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Oh, it's when I turn my head away from the mic? Okay, I'll try to watch that more carefully. I might have just had my mic volume a little low, so. Oh, thank you so much, Dennis, for my Thai ba. He said, what's good? Exchange broker to keep some of my XRP on when I trade when ready. Oh, what is a good exchange / broker to keep some XRP on to trade when ready? That's a really good question. I mean, me personally, I would say Uphold or Coinbase. They're not great solutions, but I think those are two of the best out there. I don't think you can really go wrong with Binance either, so I would just stick to probably Coinbase, Uphold, or Binance. Pathfinder says, I'm just parked in a shopping mall area watching your live streams as I do most days. As a UK taxi driver, it's the best hour of the working day. Keep up the great work, Mickle. Oh, thank you so much. That's always what I wanted to be for people. It's always what I wanted to be for people. Caleb and Brown is good. They just have really expensive fees. Like, it's so expensive to use Caleb and Brown. It's like a 3% selling fee. So, like, Caleb and Brown is great, but, like, you just have to understand you might be paying some big fees on the other side of this. But they can OTC, right? So if you're worried about liquidity, Caleb and Brown can also be great. They've just got some big fees, so make sure you're aware of that. Uphold, that wasn't the Uphold CEO, but she's high up in Uphold and she is good. RLUSD hasn't gone live yet, but I'm thinking probably today. Yeah, the functionality of the centralized exchange doesn't matter so much when you're just trying to find someone who's not going to steal your money. The biggest issue I see with Coinbase is Coinbase freezing money. So like you sending money over and Coinbase freezing it all. And I know Uphold's done that too. I don't think that issue really exists with Caleb and Brown. So I think Caleb and Brown, you probably have the least risk, but you pay for it. Guys, if the audio is cutting in and out, just refresh the live stream. People are saying that's fixing it. David Schwartz warns that early shortages might cause price swings. Yeah, that's why I think RLUSD is going live today. David Schwartz was going out warning people about potential things when RLUSD does launch. That makes me think that he knows it's probably time. Wow. There's a lot of money being moved off Binance right now to wallets. Over the past couple hours, there's been like close to $1 billion moved off Binance to wallets, which is extremely bullish. That's a lot of money being moved through XRP. Kaya, thank you so much. Central banks will set the price of XRP. I don't necessarily think that's the case, but I think they could create a floor if they're all using it. Oh yeah, guys, be really careful. There is a ton of scams going around recently. Like more than I have ever seen. Like you click on an XRP video and it's just Ripple scam after Ripple scam. Guys, never send anyone your XRP, especially not someone who's, especially not to these ads. They're so obviously fake, but be super, super careful. There's a lot of people out there trying to steal it. I'm putting all my money in RLUSD. I warned you. If you're expecting RLUSD to go up in price, you're not sure you quite understand what's going on, but you know, you do you. Scams. So many CEOs of, there's only one CEO of Ripple, Ken Plummer. It's Brad Garlinghouse. So I'm not sure why you think there's so many CEOs of Ripple. There's just one CEO. Yeah, Roger has had some bad experiences with Coinbase, and I know for a fact it was nothing on Roger's fault. So always be careful with Coinbase. Their customer support is terrible, and they're perfectly happy to lock you out of your account for a very long period of time. With that said, though, I'm also not that worried about Coinbase disappearing tomorrow because of where they sit in the US financial system. So there's pros and cons of each service. Oh, it's an embarrassment on YouTube's part that YouTube doesn't do anything to stop these scam ads. Like, YouTube must have no process for checking to make sure an ad meets their qualification, which is shocking. Yo, if you're having audio issues, just refresh the stream. Just refresh the stream if you're having audio issues. Yeah, it's sad. YouTube's kind of like, I don't care if people get scammed. We're getting money. It's crazy. It's like YouTube spends so much time taking down people's videos that are like legit videos, and they just post ads all over their site. I mean, post scams all over their site for ads. Coinbase just helping people hold for the long term. Yeah, maybe that's one way to look at it. 2025, will we see $100 plus? Well, I'd certainly be happy, but I wouldn't necessarily set that as your expectations. What are my thoughts on the LEPAL cold wallet? I don't know. I've never used it. The only cold wallet I've ever used is really Ledger and another one, Kivo, and they're both all right. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of having physical cold wallets, but it's always just such a hassle. Really hard to use the crypto in a cold wallet. Yeah, Charles, tough game for the Steelers the other night, or last night. Wasn't a terrible effort, though. I think we got pretty unlucky throughout that game. I should be in XRP Vegas, absolutely. Outside of anything insane happening, that would be extremely unfortunate. I should be in Vegas. Oh, Ravens Steelers on a Saturday. Interesting, Charles. All right, we got to win that one. Yeah, Chiefs are always looking good. As long as you guys got Mahomes, I don't envision too much trouble. Fruity Burger, Booger, institutional custody. Institutional custody is what I choose to use. We need Pickens back. Yeah, we do need Pickens back. We'll get him back though. Steelers, I don't think Steelers really. I think they rested Pickens, knowing that it was going to be a tough game, and they were just going to do their best. But they had Deshaun Elliott out. They had Pickens out. It was going to be a tough one to win. Oh, the conference is fantastic. The conference is fantastic. You hate sports? Will Velo use the XRP ledger? I haven't looked that much into Velo, but there's a lot of talk about it recently, so maybe I should look into Velo a bit. Not really any reason other than like whenever I hear someone's doing something similar to Ripple using XRP, I'm just like, okay, well that's great, but I'd rather just hold Ripple and XRP. So I know a lot of people like to kind of spread out their money across different things. I kind of just think like, if I'm buying these other things that aren't XRP, is that really something I want to be using my resources on? So I don't know. I don't really like to diversify as much into things that are doing similar things to XRP. If the price of XRP, it's the price of XRP that determines the market cap and not the market cap that determines the price. That's exactly why XRP could have a market cap of 1 trillion or more. VHS to DVD. One, I love that name. Two, you absolutely nailed it. Market cap is just a reflection of price, and price can pretty much be absolutely anything. So market cap will follow. market cap is just kind of a made up calculation. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean that there has to be $1 trillion in XRP for XRP to have $1 trillion market cap. So you nailed it. Yes, I will be at XRP Vegas outside of something crazy happening. You never know what can happen in life, but my plan is to be there. $140,000, $104,000 Bitcoin. It's crazy that a couple months ago or a year ago, we were sitting at a point where all these exchanges were going under. Terra Luna was dying. FTX was dying. It was all this fraud. The SEC was cracking down left and right, and now things have changed big. Oh, Roger, that's awesome. I appreciate that, Roger. Oh, for the market cap? Market cap is just how many tokens there are traded. It's just the total amount of tokens times the price of XRP. So market cap is just kind of, hey, whatever XRP is trading at, multiply that by 100 billion. So it doesn't have any like impact on what XRP can go to. Sam said, what's your plans for post-moon? Moving, cars, yachts, jets? I don't really have a big, exciting kind of plan. I mean, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm not really like a materials kind of person. I don't really need that much. For me, it's more of just having financial security, being able to do the things I want. And yeah, I get bored easily. So I like to work. I like to make these live streams, obviously focus on my company. And yeah, I don't really have anything overly special. It would be great to do some upgrades. I probably do. Like, I'm overdue for a new car. I am so overdue for a new car. I have an old Civic that's just beat to crap. And I just decided to kind of take the Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg route of, hey, all my money can be spent on investments and building out business, and then later down the road I'll be able to enjoy it. So I'm not really the type of guy who, as soon as I get a win, I go and start doing all these massive upgrades to my life. Me, I just kind of, material things don't do me that much. I would rather spend it doing cool stuff, getting to meet more people and stuff like that. I know a lot of people missed the car live streams. A lot of people missed the car live streams. Roger said I sold one of my cars for XRP. Roger, that's the mindset I was on. Oh, it looks like I have two. Chadwick, thank you so much. Should have a section in the seats for Mickle Mafia at XRP Vegas. That's not a bad idea. I can't insert myself too much though into the process, you know. I don't want to go in there and be like, all right, here are my demands. I need a special Mickle section. SBI buyback strategy. I thought that was very interesting. So someone proposed that SBI do a very similar thing to what Michael Saylor's doing with Bitcoin for XRP. I thought that was super interesting. Rolex. Now, I'm not a big watch guy. The first thing I'd probably buy is, see, here's the thing. I would love to buy a Tesla. I would love a Model 3. I really would want a Model 3, but I don't have anywhere to charge it. So like, I want a Model 3. I don't have anywhere to charge it. And then I kind of just sit there being like, well, now I need to wait until I live somewhere where I can charge it. And then I might also be relocating soon. So it's like, all right, well, now I don't really need the car. So I go from very quickly to wanting the Model 3 to being like, all right, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hold this car for that long. And then I don't have anywhere to charge it. So like, well, maybe I'll just stick with the Civic. Probably lease a car for a bit until I figure out a bit more of what my life's going to look like. No, not an EV. Well, let me tell you, my next car will be a Tesla. Absolutely. Tesla was one of my first big investments. So my money, I will absolutely be purchasing a Tesla. It's one of my favorite companies around. Elon Musk is one of my favorite people. And Man, if I've oh, I'm absolutely going with a Tesla. Well, oh, would love to see one of the Roadsters. Hopefully by then, hopefully by the time I'm looking to get it, the Roadster is up and running. Yeah, I know Tesla's had a lot of quality issues in the early days, but almost every single person I know who has one loves it. The other nice thing about Tesla is like you can just like call service right to your spot and they come and fix it for the most part. Like you don't even have to go anywhere. You just call them up and they come and service the car for you. No oil, no brakes. And it really has to do with more of me being like a big fan of Tesla, the company. Model Y is better, yeah, but I like a bit of a smaller car. I like a bit of a smaller car than the Model Y. I do like the Model Y. I think I'd probably go with a Model 3. It's a little bit more my style. Guys, with that said, I've got to jump. I'm actually a little bit over time already. Guys, thank you so much for coming. You guys are all incredible. Love getting to see you guys every single day and talk about this stuff on the live stream. So guys, thank you so much. We will see what happens later today. It looks like XRP is kind of getting ready to finish its next consolidation pattern. And if anything exciting goes live, happens, we will go live.